Hi, I'm Scarlett, and I started a permaculture project on the east coast of Mallorca. Follow along as I document the whole process of transforming this derelict piece of land into a Mediterranean food forest. Last year, I took in 3 feral cats. Unfortunately, both tigers disappeared, one in January and the other one in May. Pepe, the last remaining cat, got a bit lonely and I had enough room for a new rescue. Now, I've got some comments about how I shouldn't get cats because they are bad for wildlife. And they are, but all cats I rescued came from the forest around our property, and they propagate uncontrollably. In permaculture, we always try to see the bigger picture and use inevitable change for our advantage. The cats were already in the wild, hunting for birds. So by taking in a couple of them, I make sure they have enough food and don't hunt as many birds in the wild. And I can make sure that they get spayed to decrease the population out on the streets. When Bao disappeared this spring, I bought a GPS tracker for Pepe, hoping it would lead me to his friend. By reviewing Pepe's tracks, I found something that surprised me. Pepe spends most of his time near the ducks and the chickens. Not because he likes to eat them, but just because he likes to be around them. We don't have large predators here on the island. The biggest threats are martens, and I might be wrong, but I feel like the sheer presence of cats and dogs could possibly protect our ducks and the chickens. What do you think? The new kitten was out in the wild for over 6 weeks, so she's a bit more difficult to tame than the other ones were. She hides in the most impossible places and runs off as soon as I come in. But after a couple of days, she started to warm up a little. We gave her the name Momo. But I didn't spend all my time cuddling with Momo. I also made some improvements to our chicken situation. Today I am building a chicken tractor, or maybe more something like a chicken wheelbarrow. The idea is to make this chicken coop movable because my original plan to let the chickens roam around freely on the land failed, as you might have seen in the last video, because they're just too wild and they don't want to come back and lay their eggs in the chicken coop yet. So plan B is to make the coop movable so they can still get some fresh soil to scratch in, and I can move them wherever I want the fertilizer. So I built this structure this afternoon to see if that works. It's going to be a prototype probably, and I'm sure it's going to need some adaptations, but yeah, we'll see how it works.
A chicken tractor or chickshaw is a mobile chicken coop designed to be easily moved around, to allow chickens access to fresh pasture while providing them with a safe and secure environment. As you might be able to see, I don't really have a pasture out here, just a lot of shrubs and rocks. So I'm not sure if this will work for me.
Well, so far so good. I mean, it works, kind of. The biggest problem is that the ground here isn't really level and it's full of rocks. So I can't just move it like all the other people do it on their lawns. But I'll leave it on for now and test it to be able to see what I can improve, or maybe, if I'm lucky, the chicken's gonna realize that it's really fun laying their eggs inside of this box, and then I can let them out completely, which I would still prefer. If you have any ideas on how I can move a chicken coop on this kind of soil easily, please let me know in the comments. Good morning. I just came back to the land and realized that I forgot to turn off the water yesterday at the ducks pool. I must admit it's not the first time that this happened, but obviously it never happened overnight, so I lost a lot of water yesterday, which is really annoying. But it's too late now, so I just have to reorder some water, I guess, and move on.
In case you're new to this channel, we are completely off-grid here, meaning we don't have running water or a well, and we're relying on our solar system. Since there are no buildings here yet, yes, I am still waiting for that permit, I also can't harvest rainwater. So until we are allowed to build permanent structures, I'm ordering water by the truck. The tank holds 20,000 liters, which lasts for quite a while, if I don't forget to turn off the tap.
Today I have a friend coming to help me. I actually started Volunteer Thursdays since last week, so this is our first Volunteer Thursday. So if you want to come and have a tour and also help out, make sure you come on a Thursday, because I realized I can't make tours every day for every single person that wants to come to visit me. Although I am very grateful for all the help, it also acquires a lot of work from my side. And I want to make sure that everyone who comes here isn't just working, but also learning about permaculture and really understanding what we're doing here. So that's why I want to bundle all the help in one day, so I have the rest of the time free for other tasks. So today I'm gonna work on our bees plot. This is actually the whole area that has nothing on it yet except for the beehive. It is nice and cloudy today, but I'm sure summer will hit us hard pretty soon. So I want to cut back the tree next to the beehive and place them underneath it, so they will have a little bit of shade during the summer.
After consulting with my bee specialist, I learned that I can only move the hive a meter each day, or the bees will have trouble finding their home. So I'll move them in baby steps. So here I am harvesting dinner for tomorrow's event. From now on, every Thursday, Sonselva is open to anyone who wants to learn more about permaculture. We start our volunteer days with a tour around the property. After that, we work on a project together for a couple of hours, and then we finish off with a meal from the garden. Hosting many workshops over the past few years, I've made the observation that people learn so much more when they do something with their own hands. No experience is needed to join, and we'll find a task for everyone. Send me an email if you want to join us for a Volunteer Thursday in the future. This week, we were primarily working on creating pathways. Thanks for everyone who showed up. After 2 weeks and a doctor's visit, it was time to introduce Momo to the land and her new family. Pepe was not very happy with the new arrival. We put Momo in our cat's treehouse for 10 days to make sure she knows where her new home is and to give Pepe the chance to accept her. And then it was time to let her out. I wasn't sure if I would ever see her again. Two days went by without a sign of Momo, but then...
Now look who just joined me on my evening chores. It's little Momo, and with her Pino and Pepe, I'm super happy that Pepe finally decided to accept the new sibling, and they're playing nicely, so I'm super happy, and I really hope that Momo stays with us. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. The next video is going to be super sweet. I'm harvesting my very first honey.